There's something really special about Wisconsin in the winter. Despite some close calls with Mother Nature on the way up, Wisconsin is always worth the drive and the risk once you arrive. So come along on this epic sub-zero winter overlanding trip called SNOverland 2023. I took Friday off work and woke up at 6 o'clock to head across town to meet up with my buddy Brady in his Gladiator. After starting the truck, which was a pleasant surprise that it started in the cold temps, I hit the highway and headed across town. Once there, I met up with Brady and we hit the road to head north about 4 hours towards Kenosha, Wisconsin. Kenosha is about the halfway point between where I live and Mountain, Wisconsin, which is kind of our destination for this weekend. And the reason we were stopping in Kenosha was to meet up with Austin from Freedom Outfitters. This dude makes some amazing lights, and his dog Frank is also amazing. You'll see more of him later. All right, guys, we just met up with Austin from Freedom Retrofits, owner of Freedom Retrofits in Kenosha, and we are back on the highway. We're probably about 5 hours away from camp, where we're going tonight, and it's about 11 o'clock their time here, so we'll probably get there about dinner time, hopefully before it gets dark, so we can set up and, you know, get a fire going, that sort of thing, because it's going to be chilly. It's going to be in the 20s, I think, tonight, and then tomorrow in the single digits, maybe even negatives a little bit. So it's going to be fun. I'm excited about winter camping. If you're not a winter camper, then kind of feel like you're missing out. You got to give it a shot. I know it seems intimidating, but get a good diesel heater, decent, cheap diesel heater. You don't even need a good one. I have a $100 one. Just get one that works and get out there and try it. Bring some redundancy stuff in case it doesn't work, and get out. It's beautiful. I mean, it's starting to snow a little bit up here, so I'm excited to see what the weather does, but waking up in a rooftop tent with snow all around coming down is just beautiful. So anyways, a few hours we'll be there. More to come. We are still about 4.5 hours away from where we're going, and it's coming down up here, so it should be a fun trip. I'm excited for some snow wheeling. As we continued to head north, the roads got progressively worse, and at one point we came across this semi-crash. It looked really bad, but hopefully everybody was okay. There were also some big pileups around Wisconsin, and you'll see here that we about were part of one, because the truck was sideways, you know, flipping back and forth. Austin was trying to brake as fast as he could. A car came up behind me and slid off the road rather than run into the back of me, so it got a little dicey there real quick, and you can see all the snow plows and emergency vehicles, and there's another car up on the embankment there. Finally, we arrived at the Dispersed Campsite that we were planning to stay at for the weekend, and it was beautiful. There was, you know, more snow up there than we have down in Indiana for sure, and the exploration was a lot of fun too, just looking around and seeing all the cool sights. So we pulled in and threw down some gear just to kind of reserve the spot, because then after that we headed to Cindy's to meet up with everybody else and to go out and grab some dinner. As night fell, temps dropped, so we decided to stay active, and we went to the SNOverland 2023 base camp where the majority of the rest of the people were, to meet up with them so we could go on a night run. Now these are awesome. Basically, it's beautiful, it's snowy, and at nighttime there's just something kind of eerie about the trees. So it was great to get out, spend a little bit of time with everybody, but by that point we were pretty shot for the day, so we decided to head back to camp pretty early Friday night. All right, guys, we just left the night run. It was a lot of fun, and now we are at camp. We're gonna get everything set up. So It's a little chilly. It's snowing a little bit, which is really pretty and nice. And I'm excited to wake up to like some nice fresh powder tomorrow when we wake up. So let's get everything unpacked. It was at this point in setting up camp that Austin and I realized that both of our ladders somehow had completely frozen shut. So no matter how much we, tried moving the latches and stuff, they were just literally some condensation must have got in there and it froze it solid. So we were using my axe and my little shovel that I've got to try and pry apart the steps. And then after the first night, we kept our ladders inside the cabs of our trucks during the day rides the next day to thaw them out. So lesson learned. It is Saturday morning and we just woke up. It's very chilly. It's about 4 degrees this morning, but it wasn't too bad with the diesel heater. I think I'm going to bump mine up a little bit tomorrow night. It was definitely kind of chilly last night, but survived. A couple hot hands in the socks and good to go. So we are on our way to meet up with the rest of the group. We're going to do some trail rides today and stuff, probably get some breakfast, and then we'll do a full day of SNOverlanding. So it's going to be a good time. So come along. After a quick drive into the nearby town of Mountain, Wisconsin, we met up with some friends for some breakfast and then found a nearby parking lot to kind of have a driver's meeting. Obviously, it's important to talk about what channel you're going to be on for GMRS, who's running in what groups, what the challenges are that we're going to face, who has the proper equipment to handle it, like chainsaws or recovery gear. So we all met up, chatted a little bit, and then we hit the trails. The scenery was beautiful and jokes were shared over the GMRS radios back and forth, and of course a couple times throughout the trail ride we came across some downed trees which we had to use our chainsaws to kind of get out of the way and clear the trails, but overall it was a ton of fun. Early afternoon, everybody started to get a little hungry, and as we were passing through a small town, we found an awesome little bar called the Shoreline Inn. It's Wisconsin, so of course I had some cheese curds, and we had some built-in entertainment right out the window. These guys were in go-karts basically on the frozen lake, racing around a track that they'd made with a plow. And it was a lot of fun to watch, so something you don't see every day, and definitely another thing that makes Wisconsin pretty unique and a fun place to visit. After lunch, Brady, Austin, and I decided just to head straight back to camp so we could get set up early, enjoy some adult beverages, and hang out. All right, so I just wanted to take you guys around camp really quick. This is the second day of SNOverland. It's Saturday, and you can see I've got the sort of bed lights going here so you can see into the back of the truck with all the garbage gear that I've got back here. Diesel heater is mounted on the outside of the truck, right there. Ready to go. So all I have to do is power it up and start it and we'll be good to go. Runs right up there into the tent. So if we walk around here a little bit, you can see we've got a blazing fire going in the BioLite. Austin is setting up his oven. Coleman oven.
Yes, sir.
To cook some pizza here, so that's gonna be good. We got the Ignic gas fire pit going also because it's like single digits. I don't know exactly what it is. It's too dark to see over there, but that's Brady's truck. So this is camp. We're like 10 feet from a river or a creek or something that runs by. You can see how much snow there is right here on this table. Is probably the best idea I can give you of how much snow they've gotten here. And yeah, it's going to be a great night. Can't wait to fire up the diesel heater and get everything going up in the tent. But for now, Austin and I are going to hang out and drink some beers and probably have some pizza. And Brady is already asleep because he's an old person, so good for him. All right, so just a quick insight into how our night is going. Shh, Austin's coming. Shh, quiet. Hey, buddy, how's it going? So Austin, who you can probably hear laughing.
There's cheese on my foot.
Who has cheese on his foot?
Yeah.
Because the first pizza he cooked, he burnt the shit out of it. And he kicked it. Now has cooked a second pizza with half the timer on it. And he just came back and he said that one's destroyed and burnt too.
It's because I don't have foil.
Which he blames on not having foil. So now we're on the final. He brought 3 pizzas. We've eaten 0 pizzas. He is now cooking the 3rd pizza. And we'll see how this goes. So I will report back in a second, but I have a feeling we're not eating pizza tonight.
It's gonna come out great, bro.
I don't know if we can do a 30-second timer and have done pizza. But I mean, this oven seems to be 8,000 degrees. I'm not 100% sure, but Austin sucks at cooking pizza. I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna call him out.
I'm gonna go check the pizza.
He's great at making headlights, but like the pizza thing, not so much. All right, guys, so it is Sunday morning. Got down to about -11 last night. Brady's packing up. All the trucks are running. I'm getting ready to pack up my tent. But I came over to get the fire pit, and you can see that it like melted a crater into the ground. But then when I tried to pick it up, it's completely frozen into the ground. It's like it melted everything, went down through the ice, and then now it's frozen into the ground. So I'm gonna have to use my shovel and dig it out, I guess. So that's how cold it got last night. It's pretty chilly right now too, but we're gonna get all packed up and get out of here. After a great weekend of exploring, forging new friendships, and checking out snowy Wisconsin, we had to take off for the 8-hour drive home. We dropped Austin off in Kenosha and continued south. As we hit Chicago, it always reminds me why I love taking these trips to beautiful remote places like Wisconsin. It's a reset. It's a way to reconnect with nature, and it's a way to get out and do something that not everybody else is doing. If you want to try something new, definitely check out Overlanding. You don't need all the gear in the world, but it can definitely be something that changes your life for the better and gives you a great way to get out and explore. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, click that subscribe button, click the bell to be notified when new videos drop, and we'll see you next time.